At a Hoffel, well, it is November, but today we're doing a trial match before the next year, as we saw Glenelg, the premiers in the Hoffel nationwide competition, 18 teams next year. Glenelg playing today away from home against Central District at Elizabeth's ex-convenience oval, Central District home ground, in a trial match here, just playing for a bit of fun at the moment, and for the coaches and staff and teams to see what their skills are like going into next year. We've got a full squad for both teams. Come Glenelg. New signing Marlon Motlop on the team sheet. A fast young forward. As you can see him at the front of the pack there. Looking to make a move. There he is there on camera. And an okay night, 16 degrees in Adelaide, and out come. Never lost a game here in Hoffel history. They play some games here during the regular season against teams that won't get much of a crowd at Adelaide Oval. They play their local games here. It's great here. They fixed the lights up. They've got the broadcast stands out for, well, it's a Wednesday night tonight. The Hoffel trial matches have started, and they will continue, including Summer Cup. Rosa Ray tosses the coin and Bolton wins it. They kick right at screen. What will we see? These two teams. We saw Central District signing Leek Alair and really fast player Jack Scruffy's down there, number 4, and we're underway. Sandlands wins the tap. Scruffy was there. Sandlands pumped into ground. Now Grant can run with the ball. Kicks inside 50. Marsden and Motlop. Motlop dropped it on the chest. Then he got it away. And then he handballed it to himself. Haynes runs onto it. Motlop on the chase, and he pushed him in the back. Dominic Haynes plays on. Kicks it to the centre. Not ideal, but it works. They go away for now. Dads handballs it straight to the opposition, and they can go Glenelg through the centre of the ground. Blake Noon takes a mark, handballs it. Dennis Lane, and now there's a kick to the square. Carey's there, and Carey is strong, and he takes a mark on the top of the goal square. Whoever shot from directly in front should have no issues from here, and he doesn't. And that's over the fence and through for the first goal of the Hoffel trial match. Sandlands hit it to ground, straight to Dads, and he's tackled my footy. Ball up in the centre. Sandlands hit it to the Scruffy direction, and Perez got a high tackle on Oliver Dads. Oliver Dads chance for Central to go inside 50. He falls short of the mark, but he punches it over in the end. Oh, they get the tackles. Bolton, he's a superstar. Kicks for goal, and there is the Dogs first into the Glenelg supporters. He kicked it to, and on this Wednesday night, he's got one already. See here, the great pressure. Sandland's got the tackle, and Bolton is no stopping that man when he kicks the ball inside the 50. He just tends to score 95% accuracy, this kid. He's really good. Most of his goals are from set shots. Sandlands hit it in the air. Then Gruckman swerved around a couple. Lovell's there, and he beats Motlop in a 1v1. Kicks across the ground to Chris Alango. He can hold. And he's puzzled for options. He does not know where to go. They're not giving him any leads. There was one, but there was a man there. He's forced to play on now. 2v1. Sandland's a bigger man, but Perez handled that situation well. And he goes inside 50. Oh, good mark by McIntosh, the man in front. McIntosh with a shot from 40 metres. He's a good kick, this lad. And that's a great kick. And he slots it straight through the middle. You can hear the Glenelg fans on the other side of the ground cheering. McLaren says well done and gives him a high five. It's their second goal. 3 in this match now. Glenelg leading by 6. Sandlands beats McLaren. Hit it to McMasters, who took a bounce and then kicked it inside 50. Bolton used the body well. He's got so many options. Maybe not anymore. It's a bit dangerous to kick it. Go the shot. Or a bit of win here. At X Convenience. He's a great kick, however. It coming back. And it won't come back enough. Fades to the right. Good kick. Just didn't get the accuracy there. And it's unlucky for him. The first behind the game gone to Central District. Kicked out from fullback to Lopo. Playing as the halfback. Now they go down the wing with it. Scruffy's there, but he's too short to mark. He's got to stand the mark now. They kick it. Shears couldn't get the spoil. Perez marked, and he kicked it to Dennis Lane. Their best player. He's got a booming kick. Sets it high into the 50 arc. So many players there, but it comes Central's way. But that could be coming back to Glenelg. But Central's, do they have it? No, they don't. Glenelg comp it back in. Motlop's there. They got a spoil. One of them did in the tackle. A stoppage in the 50. Now Miller's got to hit it out of there. Sandlands having a rest at the moment. Scruffy, there he is. Got tackled. Look at the size difference between Scruffy and McLaren. Wow. He's fast. There he is, Scruffy. Oh, he couldn't get him. It was too fast. And then he got... He missed the hip and shoulder, but he kicked it backwards for no reason. Not sure why. Bolton dropped when he should have taken. Dads goes, handballs it. Briggs, shot, tackle. What a tackle. Dads gets it again. What another great tackle. A hit. Now another tackle. Oh, it's all over the place. And then a high tackle. They kick away now. Oh, McMasters read that beautifully as he intercepted it. Now he kicks it to the 50. Essam's there. Couldn't. And Sorty marked. Sorty kicks it to Jonathan Shears. Shears got to look for options now. He kicks it to Kemp as his own. And he got it to McMasters in the end. McMasters kicked. And with the wind, it went through. And they're up by 1. Good goal by McMasters, that's his first. You see what he's trying to do to Kemp? He dropped it. However, it ended up in McMasters' hands and he kicked it and it went through. Easy as you like. There, Miller hit it to McMasters and then to Bose he tried to and they couldn't. They're playing good footy, the small forwards of the Central District. Now they try and go, throwing the ball, a few tackles and finally they get the call they wanted. Barry Essam has won games late before. A clutch player. That's not a clutch kick, however. And it goes straight to Jimmy Lopo. Just didn't make up his mind. Sorty marks now. Chance for Glenelg to go down the centre of the ground. Or do they use the wings? Or do they kick backwards and drain down the clock? They're not leading, however. Central's got a 1 point lead. Pruess kicks it. Haven't seen much of a Lear. He's there now, but it wasn't kicked in his direction. And Haley takes a mark on his own. Oh, he should kick this goal. I know it's a tough kick from about 50, and he falls short. But Carey's got all the strength he needs, and they outbodied him pretty easily there. And just needs to finish off, and it'll be a big goal before quarter time, directly in front. Central District fans wanting it to be from a snap, make it harder. But he kicks the goal right in front, and they're up by 5 now. And Dennis Lane gives him a high five, and that's his second goal. Wayne Carey kicked 48 last season, joining in round 4. That's pretty good for season with 18 games in it. Now that's up to Scruffy, did a little 1-2 and then he kicked inside 50 to Mummery and it was cut off of Bolton, charged into Campbell Brown. Now Miller goes to Scruffy and there's the siren. Glenelg lead by 5 points at quarter time. An entertaining quarter of footy for all of you watching at home on the stream and for all the fans there. It's Wednesday night. Drama match, Central District versus Glenelg at X Convenience Oval in Elizabeth. And Glenelg lead by 5 points at the break. Hello everybody, welcome back to X Convenience Oval. It's quarter time here in Central District. 2 goals, 1, 13 to Glenelg, 3 goals straight, 18. 5 points here at the break. Glenelg leading. And look at the stats here. The inside 50s are even here. As well as the disposals, uncontested possessions, contested possessions, kicks gone to Glenelg, handballs gone to Centrals, clangers are even, as well as the possession count. Free kicks 3-1 to Central District, 4 more tackles to Glenelg there, marks 10 more to Glenelg, the possession 4% more to Glenelg there. We look at the hitouts though, domination here by the Central District Dogs. Sandlands and Miller doing well there, as we saw, and they didn't get a hit, Glenelg, and that's the main struggle for Glenelg. They do not have a ruckman that is big and tall, and that's why they can't win hitouts. But they win the premiership though. But a ruckman would really help them out here. It's hard to take anyone out of this Glenelg side. Look at the major ball winners here. McMaster's with 4, Dad's with 4, Alango with 2, Pruess with 4, Sorty with 3, and Lopo with 2 there. Grant Carey got 2 goals in that first quarter. McIntosh got 1. McMaster's and Bolton the only goal kickers for Central District. And we'll get into the second quarter right now. Well, Sandlands and Grant in the right. Sandlands wins at 11. Hit out to Central District. Scruffy got the ball. Oh, what a leap. But he couldn't hang on to it. And then Bose. Oh, if they kick the goal, it's from Scruffy who set it up. Is that not a mark? Umpire called play on. That should have been a mark. It should have been a mark. Wow, big call from the umpire. But what a play. Central District. Now they go, Aaliyah. Oh, he's been beaten by Noonan. He has to stand. He's got a great vertical leap. Yellow and black. He's got it. His first goal for the Tigers. And it's a good one too. Marlon Motlop with the first goal of the second quarter. Gee, I reckon Central's could have had one before though. That was a great tap, straight to Scruffy. He spun around a few, bounced it, kicked it. A specky attempt didn't quite work out for him. They got it at the back, however. He kicked it to the square. That should have been a mark. Umpire didn't pay it. Not sure why. Said it wasn't 15. Look, 15 to me. Can they repeat that play and score this time? Sandlands hit it in the air. This time, someone else, think Patmore got it. It wasn't very far kick though. They're all around Grant. They can't get a hand on him. Oh, McLaren just said get out of the way as he took a mark, and then he kicked it. A dangerous one. Now they go. Oh, fast from Glenelg. Intercepted. Cut off. What a tackle on Kenny by Marsden. Miller versus McLaren in the right. Oh, it went over Scruffy's head. It was too short. They got the hit, and that pickup's unbelievable. How will it bounce? It's a goal. Verma. And that is really big. 2 goals in a row, and they're up now by 17 points. That's a big hit, and Verma just went bang from 50, and it bounced in his favour, and he gets the goal. He's happy with that, and so are the Tiger supporters. Ladies and gentlemen, just reminding you the fact that Central District have never lost at this ground. They're losing at the moment, but the game's not over. We know Central's are a clutch team, they can come back. But this 4-goal lead, he's got it, McIntosh. Gee, it's getting a bit fiery out here. Glenelg will pick the last 3. Last 4 actually, if you want to count the last quarter. This is what the premiership side can do. Centrals, we know they went out straight sets. I want to improve from that. That was the first time they ever did that. Sandlands is winning all the hit outs, but to where to is the big question. This time himself, and he gets the kick. Oh, can it go? Can it go? He handballed it into space. He picked up and then got it to Bolton. Bolton's got pressure all over him, written on it. Oh, what's going on there? He dropped it. It spilled out of his hands. It spills out in the coach's box. He is upset with that play. Why? Why, oh, why did they not score there? Sandlands to Lockett over the body, goes to Mummery, couldn't mark, was cut off. Mummery got a tackle. There he is, apologise, wrong player. And then she's got taken to ground. McLaren manning up now. He's got Sandlands to beat. It's impossible to do so, almost at that level. The comparison, a big hit. They're trying to tackle him over the line. And press. Runs it over. Now, they need a goal here. Central District. Sandlands won the tap to his opponent, but then they got it back. Alia's getting involved now. He couldn't. Wayne Carey's too strong. He's playing far off the field. He got a handball. Alia was sloppy there. Is that going to be damn deliberate? I don't think so. It won't. Noonan, and right in front of supporters get a view of this throw in by the umpire. It's thrown in now. Hit it down, now they go. Marson, he's got speed. Oh, but he got tackled in the end. Bolton with a big hit, and then a tackle. Could have been on the ball, wasn't. Lopo's down. He's grabbing his finger. Alia got fended off too easily. They kicked it to Marlon Motlop, and he couldn't. Wow. Deliberate called by the umpire. Dennis Lane saying, how have you paid that? Well, he's come out of his hands and gone straight out of bounds. An interception by Noonan. Gee, he read that brilliantly, and they kicked it to Dennis Lane. He could probably score from here, not gonna lie. He's got a massive kick, but he goes to Motlop, and the Lear did really well to come out with it, and the Lear grabs it again. Ah, he keeps pushing this lad, and Lear might have to grab it a third time. This time, he still can't get it anywhere. They're still pushing, and he gains ground to the centre from the back half. It's good by Lear. Playing well at the moment. Scruffy runs away before he got a tackle. Oh, the short man. He probably didn't see him. He was looking straight ahead and didn't see the man at his feet. Now they try and pressure. They've got 4v1. It's kicked to the square. Need to spoil. He has, but it's gone straight to the Glenelg player. Alia got the tackle. Couldn't get Motlop around the corner. Motlop, what a star. What a player. This is why they picked him up, to kick goals just like that one. And he's just having fun at its convenience. Look at this again. They couldn't lay a finger on him. And then around the corner, bang! What a goal. They now got 5-goal lead now. They are smashing Central District. At the moment, they've kicked the last 5 goals to go up by 29 here, a few tackles. Central District have got all the numbers. They just can't seem to get it to the 50 and score. They can get it into the 50, they can't score with it. Miller, get it to Scruffy, got tackled. My footy calls the umpire. Sandlands has to do something here. He gets beaten for the first time tonight. Not sure how that worked out. Picked it up, kicked it towards Sandlands. He couldn't hold on. Now they all crash. Now they kick it away, and finally they get a mark near close to goal. Bose marks it before half time, and they really needed that. This might give the Central District supporters something to cheer about. Great kick from Bose, straight through the middle, no problems whatsoever. And finally they get a goal for the second quarter. His first, their third. They've got a long mountain to climb up in the second half. If they can get one more before half time, they are still in this. Most players could have gone snap there. He didn't choose to. Lecalia getting involved a bit now. Hit it down there. Few tackles. Lecalia. Can he come out with this one? He gets the hit. He gets the tackle. What a play in Lecalia. He's got a big kick. He pumps it to Mummery. He's the bigger man. Mummery couldn't get it. He wasn't in front. They tried to get a kick away. He got a handball. And Marsden pushed him in the back. I think it was Campbell Brown. No, it wasn't. Did they waste the clock? Is there time to waste? Or did this bit more. It was dangerous to do the handball. And Central pump it back in. They might through Dads. Dads sees Mummery. He's all on his own. No, he's not. A man's there now. But he used the body brilliantly. And he might as well just kick off the zone. He lines it up. It's directly in front. He can't miss from here. And he doesn't. And that's 2 in a row for the Dogs. And they're back in it. His first. Gee, when Lockett's off, he's the next big... He is seriously big. Not as big as Tony Lockett, obviously, but this man, you compare him to Lockett. But from the belly, there wouldn't be much size difference. Oh, Scruffy collected that brilliantly. What a play! They couldn't get the goal, but they kicked it away. And it needs to have a funny bounce, but it can't. Oh, it's pushing it back by Leicester. I thought he would have played throwing the ball. How will this pay out now? That's a dangerous kick, a real dangerous kick. It goes down to the pocket. Got a tackle when it's out of bounds. One last chance for Central District to get another goal back. They've got 2 out of the 5 required. Can they get a third before half time? He got the tap right, just not to the right man. Now he goes, and there's the siren to stop any flow of attack from both teams. And Glenelg leads Central District by 17 points here at half time. Hello everybody, welcome back to X-Convenience Oval. It's half time here. Central District 4-1-25. Glenelg 7 straight 4-2. Haven't missed Glenelg here. We take a look at the stats. And we see inside 50s are even. Disposals more to Glenelg. Contested possessions more to Glenelg. Contested possessions are even. Kicks more to Glenelg. Handballs are even. Clangers more to Central District. Which is a bad thing. Marks more to Glenelg, tackles more to Glenelg, free kicks are even, possession 4% more to Glenelg, and hitouts smashing them 23 to 3, so 20 hitouts, the difference between the two sides, but the scoreline doesn't reflect that. Dads has got a lot of the ball, 9 major ball winning moments, Brett Masters 5, and Lee Kalia getting involved with 4 there, Press 6, Grant 5, Noonan 5, Bose with the goal, as well as McMasters, Bolton and Mummery in the square, McIntosh with 2, Motley with 2, Wayne Carey with 2, and I forgot who kicked the other one for Glenelg there. 2 goals in that quarter for Centrals compared to 4 goals in that quarter to Glenelg. And we're getting to the second half. Centrals need a real team lifter. I've never lost at this ground. They want to keep that going. Sandlands gets it to Scruffy. He wasn't the best of kicks, but it works to SM. SM's got another man over the top. Does he use him? Does he use him? He does. No, he went to the square. 2v1. Oh, how they stuff this up? No, they get a free. And that was lucky. There's a big chance to get right back in it to bring the margin back to 11 points. Right in front, Spencer Miller. He makes no mistake. Gee, the cameraman almost had to look out there. That went straight above his head. And he kicks his first. Spencer Miller. And it's just 11 points now. They're finding their way back into this, the Dogs. It's only a trial match, remember. Nothing too serious if they win or lose. Just to see how the players are going. It's what they want to see. A handball from Scruffy. He's playing super. Oh, Copland. Just knew what he was doing better than Lockett in that situation. Brown beat Bolton. Bolton's doing a little loop around as he always often does. Farrow kicks it across ground. Oh no. Lovell. Kenny, the replacement for Patmore, who's currently suspended still. A dangerous kick. Real dangerous to do that. Briggs. Take the shot. Alex Briggs, if he kicks the goal, they're in it within 5 points. Oh, that's a shocker, and it... Oh, tried to bend it back, but couldn't. 10 points. Now, just didn't get the accuracy there. Would have been a great goal if he kicked it. Glenelg haven't missed, however. 100% shot accuracy at the moment. Palmer ran out of room somehow. That's bad. The Glenelg coach won't be happy. You can see him. He's not doing too well, shaking his head there because his team are currently trying to fight to get it out of the 50 of Centrals. Lockett in the right that time. Murray's out the back. Murray to get it back to 5. It's back to 5 points. The comeback from Central District. They were 5 goals down, but now they're right 5 points down. Lockett in the right, not often you see it, and he's just used his body well and handballed over the top to Mummery, right in front. Did he dribble? No. Did he slam it home in front of the Tiger supporters? Yes. Now, Wayne Carey playing ruck for Glenelg, throwing the ball Noonan. They got him straight away. It was Tony Lockett. He's playing the ruck duties at the moment. Oh, that's a shocker kick. What happened there? I'm not sure. Oh, he's talking to Specky. He tried to, Jeffrey. He couldn't. Get up now. And that's a goal. Terrible mistake. Lockett, the price to pay. What has he gone and done? He's missed connection with the footy. Understand the Specky attempt, but he held on to it, would have been better, but wow. Unbelievable from Lockett. Why is he playing ruck? I'm not sure. He brings Noonan to the ground. He's a strong boy. Maybe that's why they're playing him. But it's the two full forwards against each other. We've never seen a matchup quite like it. It's Lockett versus Carey. Glenelg getting the momentum back. Motlop's there. We haven't seen him this half yet. Now they're all pressuring. They want to get it back into their 50. He kicked it down the wing. Motlop's there. Lockett's right behind him. Tried to dig him into the turf. And then they picked it up. Logue got a kick away to Briggs. Oh, this is good. Great play by Central District. Oh, he ran out of room. Bolton couldn't get it to Kemp, and he apologises there. Didn't kick it in the right direction. Gee, Sandlands and McLaren going at it. The one-hand picker. The kick, and he's missed. He's never been a goal kicker, Sandlands, for Central District. It shows there. He picked up one hand, though. Bit of pushing and shoving. Umpire didn't want to play a free kick. Wayne Carey comes off for Grant. The real ruckman's on now. Claren takes a mark in the 50. We've got another quarter after this. Now hit it to Leicester. Leicester pumped it into the 50. He couldn't mark anyone. Bolton wants to get a tackle. He couldn't away. Got a handball in time. Now they clear with the handball chain. They try and get a tackle. They do. But they don't get it in their possession. Glenelg, a few handballs over the top of everyone's head. Marlon Motlop cut off by Marsden. Alika Lear. Oh, the two new recruits are right next to each other. It's a chase. Lear's winning it. Lear beat them all, and he kicked it to Bolton. Oh, Alika Lear. What a player. Bolton, he bombs it to the 50. Not the best of kicks of any men for the Glenelg Tigers there. And I'll have it calls the umpire. All on his own. He got taken the ruck duty. High tackle by Will Ong. Chance for the Dogs. The score. McMasters. Falls short. That's almost the mark. Now they try and go. Briggs. They can't. Handball. Can they get a kick? Away in the square now. And it's a ball up. And Centrals are playing much better now. The supporters are here. They're letting him know what to do. Hit it. And it's a push in the back. It's a free. Right in front of the goals. Smith makes no mistake, and it's back to 5 points. Look at the boys get around him. Sorry, 3 points. My apologies. It's getting closer and closer. These two teams have probably the best rivalry. 2-point win for Glenelg, 70 to 68, and then Central District won it 59 to 58, I believe. It was 1 point. I'm not sure what the score was in a 1 point game, but I know Glenelg gone by 2 points. Pushing it back here, a chance for Glenelg to score. Wayne Carey, he's a long distance out. He cannot kick it from here. Surely he can't. We've seen players do it before. Wayne Carey falls short in the square. Oh, mark by Grace. Gee whiz, what a mark. And he had players on him, but he made sure he marked it. And then he went for a kick right in front, and he slotted home. And that goal by Jaden Smith has just been matched at the other end by Joshua Grace, who gets his second. And right in front of goal, he was never going to make a mistake from there. I think 9 straight, they have not missed Glenelg. It's Sandilands in the ruck. He beats Grant as he's soft and does, but tapped it straight. Glenelg, Alair couldn't get the tackle. Glenelg playing their first half form, and he kicked another one. Noonan, that's big. 2 in a row, Tigers, and they're up by 15. Knew what they were doing. They have not missed. Marlon Motlop could have got the call, but he kicked it goal anyway. In Central District, they need to use Scruffy more. It's just Sandilands, a Scruffy play. Scruffy gets the ball. Speaking of him now he kicks it straight to Bolton. He was behind the pack, probably should have been in front. Not Scruffy's fault. Bolton's. Marlon Motlop takes a mark. They're all around him. Now they're kicking out the back. Lee ran the wrong way. He didn't know where the ball was. He was confused. Tried to get the smother. He couldn't. Need to use the body. And Jeffrey did that really well. And he kicked it to Alair. Was all on his own. Alair needs players. He hasn't got any. A 1v1 situation. Pushing it back by Jason Copland. No advantage, says the umpire. Bring it back, he says. Now the kick. They're kicking dying down the wing. Jimmy Lopo cuts it off right before 3/4 time. He kicks it backwards, dangerous to do so. Barrow with that courage through the legs of the Central District player. Would have been done for high contact if he tried to go for a kick. Maybe an interception. It was Bolton kicks it out of the full. What's he doing there? Wow, a big mistake there. Can they get that goal? That goal that they need. Oh, he tried to take a specky and he just fell short. Carey tackled. Glenelg got to stop it. Central District want a goal, a big one they need. Yes, no way! The siren beats him. He had the ball in his hands. He was going to score, Mummery, but the siren has stopped and the clock has stopped, and it has stopped Centrals from any chance of scoring. Right at that time, they needed it. They needed him to kick it. But wow, and Glenelg led by 15 at 3/4 time. At its convenience, like I said, Central District have never lost here. They're losing at the moment, but it's not over yet. We'll see you for the last quarter shortly. Hello everybody, welcome back to X Convenience. Oh, it's 3/4 time here. Central District 7-3-45 to Glenelg 10 straight 60. Both had 10 scoring shots here, but 3 behind sees Glenelg leading by 15. Look at the 3/4 time match stats here. Inside 53 more to Central District, more disposals to Glenelg by 19, uncontested possessions 12 more to Glenelg, contested possessions 1 more to Glenelg, kicks more to Glenelg by 14 there. Handballs 5 more to Glenelg, Clanger 6 more to Central District, marks 18 more to Glenelg, tackles 9 more to Glenelg, possession 3% in it at the moment. Glenelg winning 53% to 47%. Free kicks 5 more to Central District 9-4, and the hit outs domination by Sandilands, Lockett and Montgomery, I believe, in the ruck. There 32 hit outs to 7 is pretty good. Look at Dads, he's got the same amount of major ball winning moments. Scruffy's up there now in the leaderboard 7. He got a lot in that quarter. He really helped him out. It was that Sandland chain to Scruffy that really helped him out. And, well, that led to goals. Legally getting up there now. The 2 recruits are in the major ball winning departments. And now there was some discussion about Jack Scruffy. Is he too short to play? Well, he's making the most of it at the moment. Hasn't got a goal yet though. I'm sure he would want one. But they can't focus on giving Scruffy a goal until they're well and comfortably in the league. They're still down by 15. 3 goals they kick and they're up by 3 if Glenelg doesn't score. Goal kickers, Mummery's got 2, Bozer's got 1, McMasters has got 1, Jaden Smith has got 1, and a few others there for Central District, including Bolton in that factor. McIntosh has got 2, Motlop's got 2, Kerry's got 2, and they have not missed Glenelg. The major ball winners here for Glenelg, Eddie Grant with 7, LeBron 6, and Wollong 6. That quarter, it was an even quarter. Central's winning it by 2 points. It was 3-2 Central District to 3 straight in that quarter. Glenelg, we saw that quarter in the second. Glenelg dominated and Central's come back to the end of it. This time Central District had an even quarter with Glenelg like the first. Who will win in the last quarter? Who will win the game? Who will prevail the rivalry of old? Central District never lost at this ground. And it's on. The 2 ruckmen go at it. They need a Sandland to Scruffy play. He hasn't got it and it's a tackle. Now a chance to do the exact same thing again. Hit it. Went down. Scruffy. Ooh, rough contact by Scruffy. Umpire didn't like that hit. He's not reported. He's just given away a free. Apparently, I'm not sure why. It looked like a fair bump to me. Anyway, Central District need to defend now. Bolton got the tackle on Motlop. Now they go. Glenelg, can they get it inside 50? Great defence, great defence. Oh, another great tackle. And they finally get away. Bolton, he's got speed. You're not going to catch him too easily. He can run around basically your whole team. Get it inside 50. Kick it to Lockett. Lockett will slam home the goal. Yes, he kicks it out the park. And Central District have got the first. That's a big one. And what a play. Oh, great defence there after the free kick. We probably shouldn't have been awarded. Just going to Bolton did well, run past everyone in the midfield, that's why he's a superstar, and he gave it off to Lockett. He picked it up right in front of goal, a couple of bounces and bang, no dribble kick, bang, get it out of there. And the Central District fans right in front of him would be happy with that. Sandlands hit it high in the air to himself and then get boot to ball. Oh, well, how's that not a block? Advantage he calls. He paid the free to Glenelg. Why? Not sure. Umpire does not know what he's doing at the moment. They got it back in Central District. That won't matter now. They got to kick away, but not far enough. Hit the ground. Kemp from an impossible angle. He couldn't get it. Connection. Now the dribble kick. Don't tell me not from there. Miller misses. 8 points now. They're trying something. Central's almost Miller. Couldn't quite. It's 8 points now. Haven't missed Glenelg. Central's have missed 4. Central's have more scoring shots, however. Ong, it's 12 scoring shots to 10 at the moment. Ong kicks it. That's dangerous. That's real dangerous. Oh, it's certainly dangerous. And you handball it to the opposition. Step around the corner. And he's missed it. 7 points now. The margin gets getting closer and closer. If they kick a goal, Central District, they'll be down by only 1. They've never lost at their ground. Said this before many times tonight. Wednesday night footy at its finest. Now they go. Oh, it's a drop mark. It's a drop mark. It's a big drop. And Haynes just lands in his back there. One thing he couldn't do, but they still got plenty of time. Maybe another 20 minutes left in this match to still get another goal. And Kipro's driven in a tackle. And bang, he got him. Rick Camp, he knows what he's doing. He does know. It's vital. He goes the banana. It falls short to the mark of Miller. Miller, he plays on. He kicks. Oh, it's a shocker. Oh, I haven't seen a worse kick than that since Carlton. When he hit the post from point blank range. Oh, he's hit it out in the full Kipro. A bad mistake. Oh, Lockett. Give it to Lockett. And gee, he's gone drop punt. Never have I ever seen a player go from a drop punt from this angle. Jeez whiz. I'm not sure what's got into them. They just can't kick at the moment. Apparently the Central District Football Club cannot get goals from directly in front on an angle. Oh, now it's dangerous. He tapped it the wrong way maybe. Now Glenelg can go. Two big mistakes. Now they go. Wayne Carey can kick it from here. That's dangerous. What have Central District done? Have they defended? No. Firma. That's massive. Stupid mistake from the Dogs. Over the mark, it's 50. It's 50. The Dogs fans are going off at the Adelaide. Sorry, at the Convenience Oval. They are going off at the umpire. And what should have been a goal at one end ends up a goal at the other. And Verma's got his second. He celebrates right in front of goal. And that's big. 16 minutes gone now. That's massive in this game. Oh, he got that. Bowled him over, and then they go. I think Glenelg will hold on to this one if they get the goal. How will it bounce? It needs to bounce all good. It does it for the Centrals. And Blake Noon. And I think it's all over now. And bang, he goes to McMasters. Screw you, he says. Look, who's just about won it. We haven't missed. The Centrals might as well just cop their first loss at this ground. But I don't want to say it. They're not going to say it just yet. Bolton needs the punch. He did straight to Lockett. Lockett can run into an open goal. Oh, he's got men there. Oh, what an interception on the line. That is defending at its finest. Dad's got the ball. Didn't he see him, Lockett? He shouldn't have gone the dribble. Gee, Oliver Dads must kick this goal. It's going to be massive now. Now he kicks it short. Farrow turning into a disaster. The last quarter for Centrals, it was starting off so well, and then a couple mistakes in front of goal cost him. He just spun around him with ease, and that's a dangerous kick though. She's going to keep him in it. Goes to Lockett. Yes, he marks on the chest. He needs to kick it, and they need a reset. Wow. We're still alive here at Convenience. They will not give up. Never say die. Their main ruckman isn't in. Miller is at the moment. Miller's done well all day though. He got the tap straight to Dads. That's exactly what they wanted. Bolton needs to mark. He's fast. He can't mark. He wasn't there, and it's not in the back by Briggs. Now they kick. They try and go. It's got a tackle. It needs a tackle on the ball. A free kick to Centrals. A big one. McMasters. Kick. Has to be a good one. Goes down to a mark at Briggs. He must kick this goal. Domshi territory. Almost. If you want to call it that. Briggs, is he? No, he's hit the post. It's 2 goals exactly now. "25 minutes gone. They need 2 goals to draw level." Wow, the behinds in the last quarter. The Dogs have not helped him out. Have not been their friends, and Farrow just about finishes them off. And I think Glenelg have won. Centrals can't come back. Their first ever loss at Convenience. They'll be disappointed. Glenelg will be happy with this one. It's only a draw match. You Centrals fans will say that won't count. Do they have a chance, however? Around the corner, if they mark here, they might have one last gasp. There's so many men there. Scruffy got the hands away. They need this. He's got it. They might as well. Just try and get another one at the centre. It needs to be Sandlands playing. It's 1 goal the difference. So dramatic at the very end. We've seen close games between these two before. Miller's still in. We have not seen Centrals lose here ever. We've never seen anything like it. Dennis Lane, he can score from here. He can actually kick the ball that far and win the game. He's going to try it for his team. Needs to make the link. He's got it. Dennis Lane. Wowee. He's just won the game from 60 metres. If that doesn't top it off, I'm not sure what will. Bang. The Tigers are going to win by 2 goals. The Dogs are going to cop their first ever defeat at this ground. It's not an official match defeat. There's the siren. Glenelg win. Dennis Lane, does he finish it off with a shot? He kicked one from even further out. Now he's going to kick one from a bit closer. Dennis Lane to win it by 18 points. It's 12 at the moment. He's taking his time with it. He has a kick for goal. And of course it goes through. Glenelg, what a night for them. Wednesday night footy in its finest. Glenelg beat Central District at this ground for the first time in history. And wow. What a win for the Tigers. They win by 3 goals here. Didn't miss all night. Accuracy 100%. And it's over. It's over at the final siren. Glenelg, you're winners by 18 points.
If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weak until the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger, yellow and black, we're from Tigerland. With a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weak until the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger, yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, final results here at X Convenience Oval at Central District 10-6-66 to Glenelg 14 straight 84. Didn't miss big 14 straight in that last quarter. The few mistakes from Central District cost them. And that's game over. We look at the stats here. And inside 50s, 9 more to Central District. Disposals more to Glenelg. Contested possessions more to Glenelg. Contested possessions more to Glenelg. Kicks more to Glenelg. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just receiving troubling news that an umpire has had a glass bottle of some sort smashed over his head by an unnamed Central's fan. The Central District fan is currently left the scene. He's run out onto the road. You cannot spot him at the moment. There's an umpire down, going down to the races now. Is he coming off? You can see him on the floor. Central District players and staff, and Glenelg staff, coming down to check if he's okay. Well, the St. John's ambulance is here, so I'm pretty sure they'll be getting a call up to come drive around the oval and check if the umpire is okay. He looks to be unconscious here. The Central District fan, they've got that on video. He's fled the scene. Fans are currently trying to find the fan question. Hopefully the umpire is okay. Can't quite see who that umpire is at the moment. He looks very sore, and you can see the St. John's ambulance driving around with the sirens on. Supporters that are leaving the ground at the moment are told to move out the way, and we see he's driven onto the oval, the ambulance now. And oh, there we go. Ground staff have just locked the gates. We'll be back in a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, police have found the Central District fans. There were cops at the ground at the exit. The security guard have found him. He was trying to run onto the road. He pushed him back in, wasn't budging. Police run to the exit, found him, detained. He's got a budget in his hand, explaining what will happen, those budgets for the next season. He's got one of those in his hands. No other items. He's wearing Central District colours, Guernsey on with a jumper. He's currently been taken in a police van, and now unhurt. Hopefully he's all right. He looks to be getting up now. He was unconscious for a bit, but he's up. And they are currently assessing him on the oval. And oh, it's a knife sticking out. There is a knife sticking out of the man's pocket. He's been under arrest. He's tried to pull it out, but the handcuffs have currently got him. And the police stop anything. Well, jeez. In Elizabeth tonight, there has been crime at a footy match. This is crazy. There's a full-on brawl between the supporters now. They are shaping up to each other. It's Central District and Glenelg. They've already played a footy match. Now they're playing a boxing match in the stands. That's a push and shove on the dirt patch there. Police and security guards need to be called here. Really, they should be at the ground. This is getting out of hand now. And now the players have no idea what's going on. They're down the race. A few of the players told to leave the scene where the umpire got hit by the bottle. It's going off here. The supporters are ripping into each other. We've just got news from Bill Davies, our newsman, saying the man in question is actually Charles Patmore. Wow, would you expect that? How would you even... Charles Patmore, the suspended player, has gone to a match and he has assaulted an umpire with a glass bottle. He will be dropped from Centrals. The AFL will hand him, and the Hoffel, another suspensions. He's going to be done. His career's over now. Charles Patmore, what has got into him? He's officially done from the Hoffel, you would think now. He's been driven away to Smithfield Police Station. Now, jeez. They had Harvey Lovell to replace him. Now they might need to find, or might need to keep him in. Wow, crazy scenes. The tweeters have not tweeted yet. But goodness gracious, have we expected this? No, we've never seen anything like it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring Riley McGuinness co-commentator and vice president of the Hoffel in the 2022 season, to talk about the incident that's just happened. Riley, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Riley, down at ground level, you're there now, you're watching the game in the stands. Our news team has currently pulled out microphone and a camera equipment to interview you. Did you see anything happen?
I did actually see most of the thing unfold. I saw the umpires coming down the race, and I was actually going to go down and congratulate them and say, you put in such a great effort and obviously made some average decisions, but apart from that, you made a good job. And I've seen, I don't know who it was, but now I obviously know it's Charles Patmore. Charles Patmore come out of nowhere, grab a glass bottle that he's clearly got from the bar up in the hill. He's grabbed it and he smashed it over one of the umpires' heads. Now, I can't name the umpire at the moment. I'm not sure who it is. It may actually be Razor Ray. Not be a very good situation. But it was a very ugly scene, and just hearing stuff now that he's been driven away to the Smithfield police station next to Gary's convenience store, and hopefully they'll deal with him there. Charles Patmore, I'm pretty sure your career is over.
Well, Razor Ray's actually the umpire who reported him. Do you think there's any conflict there?
There may actually be some conflict there, and thinking about it, also for the fact that the Central District's, the umpiring district's quite average. As we look here, the free kicks, obviously going to Central's a fair bit, but some of the decisions Tim Glenell was absolutely horrendous. And just, honestly, I reckon Razor Ray should probably have a think about it, but obviously he can't have a think about it due to his concussion probably now.
Well,
Charles Patmore, decision by him. I don't think any other hobble will pick him up now. At the end of his career, he'll surely be banned. If not, actually, may have life suspension. Would be probably the first of its kind in Hoffel League. So it's not really a good situation at the moment down on ground level.
well, Central District have. Sorry, Sorry, Riley, our service cut out for a second. Well, Central District have never actually been in trouble with the league, apart from that suspension from Patmore in the 2021 season. They have never had a suspension or anything like that. We know, not saying anything, but we know the area isn't the best.
Yes, well, the area isn't the best as well. As a sort of mix that they really shouldn't have been selling alcohol at the venue, really, especially during a trial match, Things get out of hand. Not many things are taken really seriously, especially with Patmore. At an official game, he would be sitting up in the box with the coaches. He wouldn't be let out. Because it's a trial match, he's obviously come out here on the hill, had a bit of a gander with the support, decided I'm going to smash a glass bottle over. I think it's Razor Ray's head.
Do you think he's drunk?
I reckon he's definitely drunk. You wouldn't be making decisions like that if your brain was awake. And I know Charles Patmore, when he's not drunk, obviously that suspension was a very stupid decision by him, and it's split at the moment. I have talked to him in the past, and he's not really that troubled. So it's a really stupid decision by him, and will have some big implications to his future.
Well, down at ground level, what started the eruption with the fans?
Oh, well, it was a mixture of that Charles Patmore got arrested and the fact that there was quite a lot of tension in the game as well. Noak's first win at Ex-Convenience, and some of the fans were getting into the Central fans' face, and it kind of erupted there, and it was very, very ugly. I saw a couple people get some very big blows to the head and not get up for a while. So
Luckily, no one's injured badly.
yeah, well, hopefully no one's injured badly. Obviously, we will get to the fans that are watching this stream as soon as possible to confirm any injuries that may have been sustained at the ground.
Well,
But hopefully there has been nothing serious happen.
well, if this was at the Adelaide Oval, it would have been a completely different story. A lot more security guards. How do you think they handled the situation tonight?
Well, I reckon a situation like this may mean that games will play. Obviously, especially with Central District and not being really rude to the locals around this area is extremely rough. And the security level at X is really not up to standard of what we should have. And we only had about 3 guards roaming the ground, let alone actually at the gate.
Yeah.
And 3 police officers. So if there wasn't really that present, then it could have been really, really ugly.
Well, the Hoffel have to investigate this. So Central District, we saw Jordan DeGoey got arrested in New York. Different story whatsoever. This time, Hoffel in Central District. Do you reckon the same charge will apply? Central District will drop Patmore.
Yes, sure. I reckon Central Districts have had enough of him. That's really that kind of ruined their finals run, I guess. Not having Patmore in their team, it didn't really help. And they probably would have been fed up by that. Let alone now, him getting in trouble and giving Central Districts a bad name.
Well, their season, they've never ever gone out straight sets in the finals. They've never lost a final. Well, they have, but they've never lost like a prelim. They've never not made it to the grand final. So this year for Centrals, their biggest loss in the season, 5 points. That's good for them. That's a positive. But then a suspension to Charles Patmore, shirt front, 4 weeks. Tried to get it to 3 weeks, pushed it back to 4 weeks. That really hurts him, especially in a game like that. He was happy they won by a point, but still. And then they missed him in the last round against Williamstown. Didn't really need him for that one. Copped a few fines there for swearing. Now, season's over. They went to the finals before the season was over, actually. They went to the finals. They played Fitzroy. They lost. Alright, you've got West Adelaide 5th spot. Lose by 2 points in a final. Going out the first time in Hoffel history. That's got to obviously hurt as well. 3 big blows currently, as I've said. Now, season's over. They've gone and to a trial match versus Glenelg, a loss at its convenience, another blow, and now currently the situation with the fans, not only but also with Charles Patmore, at Smithfield Police Station at the moment. It's not been a good year. It's been a good and bad year. It's been a good year playing, but not a good year outside of the Central District Football Club. Now, the Central District Football Club with the area, they've had no issues at games before. This is the first time an issue has happened at a match, apart from when Portland have played. Portland have had a few issues, but that's lower league, not nationwide competition like this. Yeah, Riley, your thoughts on what was said just then by me?
Well, I guess that kind of sums up Central District's trend down the ladder. They've gone from being an absolute powerhouse to slowly slumping down. Problems off. It's just really not a good situation at all.
Well, never have we had an incident at its convenience with the fans. Central's joining the league was questioned about their fans in the area, and they said we're under control. They have kept that for 4 years now, and never had an incident here. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, it may also just be for the fact that Central District's fans really are going on a downhill spiral. It's getting way out of hand. I don't know what's really had sparked that.
I think it was.
Stupid couple of words, and it erupted into something big.
I really think that the brawl started because the umpire got hit. But we don't.
It may well have been.
We don't know the story, but we saw some fans trying to see if the umpire was okay, because for a kick and catch after the field, you're allowed to at these kind of grounds. Kids were told not to kick and catch on the ground. There's an announcement not to kick and catch at the moment. So he's still in an ambulance. They're checking him now. They're going to drive off in about 2 minutes. Yeah, so it's a bit upsetting. The umpire, in fact, is not. The umpire, in fact, is not Razor Ray. It's actually Toby Chalmers here. He's umpired 48 games in Hoffel history.
Yeah, well, that's not very good news at all. You know, Toby Chalmers, he's only been on the scene for about 1 or 2 years, really, and he's been one of the better umpires, I must say. He's put in very good efforts, and I saw him today. He wasn't actually the culprit that gave away quite a lot of those free kicks. Most of them were Razor Ray. So I don't know where it stemmed from. It may have been that Charles Petmore was intoxicated and mixed up Razor Rave. Toby.
Well, Toby's awake now. The ambulance have just seen him, and he's on his feet at the moment. Luckily, Toby. His whistle's still on his finger there, and he looks to be okay. They just got the torch to his eyes, you know, the old check. And he looks to be okay. He's standing up now, and the crowd give him a round of applause around the ground. The fans still here watching. Well, that's just great news for us, Riley.
That's great news. At least he's up and about, and he's obviously had some sort of, I guess, maybe concussion, but definitely a lot of bleeding from the head. So hopefully it hasn't had really big implications on him.
He's got a bandage over his head. That's about it. He's been taken down to the race, or they trying to figure out. Riley, what are your thoughts on the situation? What do you think they should do? Should they take him to hospital just to get a checkup, or should they just bring him down the race and get on with it?
I reckon that doing hospital down the road.
Yeah.
So it would be very hard just to take him down there, and it probably wouldn't be the smarter idea too.
Yep.
So.
Well, Riley, what were your, apart from the incidents that happened after the game, apologies you have to say that, what are your thoughts on this game today that was played between the two sides, apart from the umpiring and the incidents? What was your thoughts on the current margin? I know not missing, Central's got close but couldn't in the end. Your thoughts?
Oh, well, it was a very entertaining game. It was good to see Glenelg get their first win at X Convenience, and Central Districts obviously lost their first ever game at X Convenience in their history. So it was really just good to see Glenelg put on a stellar effort. And they have their new recruit, Marlon, put on an absolute clinic. It was very, very good to see.
Well, will this count as an official game loss here? Because it's just a trial match. Should they be counted?
Probably not. I reckon it's only really official games that should be counted. But then again, it kind of does hit that ego, I guess, and
Still,
hit the ego that they finally lost a game.
Well, Glenelg, the premiers. Your thoughts on Jack Scruffy? Told before he was recruited, you're too short to play. He said, no, I'm playing the game I love. And he put on a decent performance tonight. Your thoughts on him being told he's too short to play?
Well, that's a bit discriminative, really. He did go alright today. He didn't get too much of the ball, obviously, because a lot of his opponents were way more than him. So he didn't get up when the ball was on the ground and he was chasing people down. He put on a great game.
Well, Sandlands to Scruffy, he hit it and he ran. He hasn't got the best kick, but he's got speed. He's one of the fastest players. Riley, are you ready to talk about the season for 2022 of the Hovel?
Well, it's going to be a very entertaining season, and there's going to be very big highs and lows for all teams, obviously. My favourite for the Premiership, I really would have to go with Glenelg. They put on a very, very good game today. They've shown that they can put it up to really any opposition. Put on a great game at the grand final too. But I reckon the Stirling Double Blues have a huge chance too.
Well, Stirling, lots to talk about them. The Central District have actually said when they first joined the league, it's going to be a rivalry. All of the SA clubs will have rivals with Stirling, and it'll be a great rivalry. Central's boss has actually said, I'd love to see them play in this competition and create great games. And so, yeah, the league and a few of the SA clubs are actually hoping that they can get a good competition out of Stirling.
Yeah, well, they're a very good team, and they're definitely going to put up a challenge to all the established teams, and they're obviously the new team on the block, coming out with 4 premierships from their previous league, which is the Samford. They put quite a lot of effort into that league, and they definitely come with a lot of experience, a lot of success, and they're hoping to put it up to the local teams.
Well, it's coming up shortly this week, possibly. Another South Australian team that's already listed in the Hovel.
Yeah, well, we may, and hopefully it's us selling home games. It would be good to get their first game against the Hoffman team at home to give them a bit of confidence and a bit of warmth to know that they're at home, and if they win or lose, either way it'll be that.
Well, Riley, just a couple more questions before we let you off. Your thoughts on Robe and Horsham entering the league?
Well, it's good having a couple of country teams in there. They're going to put up a very, very good fight. They've obviously had success in their leagues that they've previously been playing, and coming up with a couple of good players. I haven't really had too much research into their players in their list, but they really look like they have a lot of potential, and they should take it up to quite a lot of teams.
Well, Brighton, a big talk of the town. Div 2 coming up and winning the SA Premiership. Well, Jeff Brown, one of our analysers, has said, I think Brighton are going to dominate that competition next year. Got a few tough teams, Clarence, Oakley, Sorrento and Williamstown in there. What are your thoughts on Brighton competing in that competition? Though we obviously know they're good in Stanford Juniors and Adelaide Footy League also. Your thoughts?
I think they're going to have a very, very good season. I reckon they're going to definitely put it up to most of the opposition in that div that they're playing in. But they've got quite a lot of good opposition there as well, so it's going to be very tough either way. It's not going to be a walk in the park.
Well, we saw the difficulties with Clarence. They finished second bottom, not bottom due to Williamstown cheating breach, but second bottom, drawing against eventual runner-up Fitzroy. They are in Div 2 now. Do you think they can get a couple wins on the boards and potentially make the 8?
I think they can definitely give it a crack, and if they get some wins on the board, they'll have a lot of confidence.
Well, the Portland Football Club have had a few troubles currently. 6 players have been suspended from the league after a brawl in a nightclub in Ethelton. Your thought? Sorry, we just... Riley, you there?
Yep.
Your thoughts on Portland? The 6 players been charged and suspended over a brawl in a nightclub in Ethelton. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, it's not a really good situation for them either. Bit of off-field.
They've had it before, and the Hoff were actually thinking about expelling them from the league. They're giving them one last chance. Do you think they can keep their promise, or will they break it?
I don't know. I think they need to get some of the culprits out of the club.
Well, breaking news from Morty Alec. Riley, you want to talk about that?
Oh, I haven't heard of it. Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a fire at the social club.
Wow, I didn't know that. So is that at Trevor Parker Beach Oval?
Yes.
That's not really good for them. I'll have to definitely look into that.
Well, right now it's a small place. Firefighters unsure how it's happening. It's all happening tonight in the Hoffel. Geez, lots of things happening. This match will be reviewed after the incident we had. Riley, thank you for your time tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
And we hope to see you all shortly for some Hoffel action. Your co-commentator and Vice President of the Hoffel, Riley McGuinness. I am your President of the Hoffel and commentator, Eddie Janice. So we have tonight, Glenelg 14 straight 84 to Central's 10-6-66. 18-point winners are the Tigers at X Convenience. After game trouble, but that doesn't matter at the moment. The end of the match. 18-point winners to Glenelg. That's all from me.